Are you a landlord, letting agent or property manager constantly frustrated with the communication with your contractors? So in this video, I'm going to share with you the key points of what to look out for the ideal contractor. I mean, I'm talking from experience myself. I remember when I was in a white van and a box of tools, and I came across very quickly the same problems that everyone else was facing at the time. Now, answering the phone and not turning up came quickly prevalent once I started getting busy. But dealing with landlords and letting agents, they want communication, instant communication, knowing that someone's there to look after their tenants. The tenants want to know that their issue is being dealt with, and the last thing you want is an uncommunicative operator and not giving you things in a timely manner. I'm going to give you some tips of what to look out for. Here are 5 signs that you've found the right contractor. Sign number 1, communication allows all parties to be informed at any one time, whether when we're dealing with a tenant, a property manager, or a landlord. Everyone is aware at all times of what's happening or what nature of the stage of the job. Whether it's a phone call, whether we send an email, whether we send a job report, whether we send a text message of the day that we're turning up. Everyone is informed of all aspects of that job. Sign 2, delivery of certificates, the relevant certificates. We know that certification in the world of landlord and lettings is really, really important. It stops the supply chain dead if the certificates aren't there. We send them digitally. Look for people who send them digitally and on the day, preferably on the day. If it's a gas certificate, it should be done from site. If it's an electrical certificate, sometimes it takes a couple of hours to fill that form out, but it should be done within a timely manner. That allows the chain to keep moving, because it could be a process of a new tenant moving in, or it could be that it's on a renewal on a recurring basis, on a yearly basis. So make sure that you ask the contractor, when will I receive the certificate? Number 3, happy to answer questions and be transparent about work. This could be that because there's a chain of communication here. So if you are a letting agent or a property manager, you have to get authorization from the landlord or other channels to be able to allow that job to happen. We could be making a recommendation, or the contractor could be making a recommendation, and the landlord is in their right, or the property manager is in their right to question that recommendation, for example. Or is your contractor open and transparent to be able to answer those questions on the recommendations that they're making? Number 4, status on jobs. Status on jobs, what does that mean? What do you need to look for in a contractor that understands status on jobs? So there could be an open job, for instance. So your contractor's been out and done a job and done all the other parts of the communication, all the other points that we've made, and this particular job needs something doing. Are they giving you consistent updates of where that point is for that particular job? Is it a material handling thing? Is it still in quoting stage? Or the quote is gone past quoting stage and it's now in acceptance stage? And has the tenant been informed? And when are they due to deliver that particular element of that job? Just open communication is, are all parties involved being informed at all stages of all jobs? So I would ask your contractor, how do you deliver updates? Timely delivery of updates and statuses. Is your contractor keeping your tenant informed of the process of that particular job? Sometimes it's very critical, because it could be a tenant changeover. It could be this property it's coming up for a renewal of a letting and someone's new moving into it, and it's really critical that we get this job done before it passes the time and the tenant has to find another house. Sometimes a lot holding in the balance if we don't get our communication levels clear and we don't give that communication back to the people who need it. I would ask them, how are you going to give me an update on the status of all the jobs? Number 5, are they personable? The contractor, if they're being employed by yourself, either they're employed by the landlord, the agent, or the property manager, for instance, so they are effectively representing you. So when they step foot into that home, into the tenant's home, they are representing you as an entity. How do they present themselves? So trust and respect are key, because you're going into people's homes. So are you trustworthy and are you respectful? It could be as simple as just being polite and asking, are you okay? Hello. It could be being presentable, having right name badge, making sure you're carrying out dust sheets and protecting areas, wearing shoe covers. I would ask the contractor and ask for an example, or for example, you give them an example and say, look, I have an irate tenant for whatever reason, or an irate landlord. How would you as a contractor deal with that situation? And their answer will tell you whether they are a good fit for you or not, and how they're going to represent you as a brand and your agency or a landlord in your tenant's home. I'm Shyam from CRS Matrix. If you found value from this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. See you in the next video.